Welcome back to the Bodhi Bros. I'm John with a J.
Now I'm Phoenix Ray. How you doing?
Are you asking me?
Everybody out there, how you doing?
It's like we've been talking for like a half an hour. How am I doing? How you doing? All right, so we're gonna do what we been doing lately, and that is a spirit talk of sorts. Ray is going to pull from one of his new tarot decks a card, upon which we will allow said card to direct our conversation and let it take us where it will.
So this is a new deck. It's the AE Weight Tarot. I guess it was created in somewhere around like 1891, somewhere around there. So I guess it's a famous tarot deck. So the book that comes with it is kind of crap. I mean, it's just kind of like a piece of paper and it's just not that good for this. So I have a website pulled up on my phone. Since this is just a regular tarot, I could just plug in whatever the tarot card is in there, and it gives the meaning and it gives the advice that goes with the cards. So, I think that will be better for the show.
Okie dokie.
So let me pull these decks out. This is what the back of the card looks like this, and then the inside's kind of cool. It's like kind of foil.
Oh, iridescence. Shiny, shimmery, splendid.
Shiny, shimmery splendor.
So tell me, Princess, when did you last let your heart decide? A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew, Ray. But now, from way up here, it's crystal clear that if you'd like this to be a reading of sorts for yourself, I'll stop with the lyrics now. Take a moment to ask a question, set an intention as Ray shuffles up the deck. Again, this doesn't have to be a reading for you, but it can be by way of you just simply showing up and being a match to this presentation. Yeah, so ask a question, don't ask a question, be open for a message, or just sit back and enjoy the spirit talk conversation that's about to unfold. You ready?
All right, the card is the world. The world.
Oh my God, I was just thinking about the world.
The last, yeah.
And we're out of here.
Doesn't it? Where we always say something.
That's it. Bye-bye. All right.
So this is actually, from what I know, this is actually the last card in the major arcana. So really what this card represents is completion of a cycle. So whatever you're going through right now, you're coming to an end. But I'm going to look it up and see what the website says in terms of advice.
Completion of a cycle. Sure. At the end of that, bye-bye 2021. Hello 2022. So on the surface, that's an easy one. Out with the old year, in with the new.
All right. You ready? This is the world advice position. This is the advice from the psychic.
Okay. I'm gonna
world. You ready? The world card may be giving you permission to do what you want. Presently, your motivation is close to the will of the divine. Even if you commit an error, it will be turned into the greater good. Stay active and just keep moving forward. It is unnecessary to keep checking or interrupting your spontaneity. How do you say the word spontaneity? Spontaneity with calculation.
Close.
Rather than looking for consensus or affirmation from others, simply dance the dance. In other words, express yourself, react naturally, and let the chips fall where they may. What matters is divine intention. Whether or not human beings approve is less important. If you allow your ego to inflate, however, you cease to be useful to the greater plan.
I did my interpretive dance during your reading. You'll have to watch the playback.
All right.
So all right. Do the dance. Did it say don't listen to other people? Is that what it said? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think it said like basically don't worry about like other people. I think what it's saying is don't worry about their judgment. It do what you want to do. Let that spawn, let
Mhm.
that creation come. Don't judge it. Don't try to over calculate it. Don't worry about. I think it's the saying. Just don't worry what other people think. And as long as your intention is divine in the right place, I think it's you know.
I think that's a big message right now. Just
To
like,
me, this part really resonates with me with what I'm going through. I mean, absolutely resonates
well,
with me.
go ahead, speak to
Well,
it.
like what, like to me, like that, I've been speaking out more about like stuff going on in the world, and I've been meeting like getting met with a lot of some resistance
Mm,
from people I know, and people don't like it. And it's normally the old me would, kind of like
re-
shrink back.
right,
We're here to
recoil.
expand. And sometimes what keeps us from expanding is, we all want that acceptance and approval from other people. So when we get met with that criticism, like, hey, for speaking out or speaking your mind, that kind of keeps us small. And I notice that, like, sometimes I'm worried. Sometimes I notice I have that worry about speaking my mind and speaking my truth, because I think that, like, oh man, I'm gonna lose friends, or what if what's this person gonna think? I really like this person, even though sometimes I know that other person is on the other side um of what I believe.
Oh no, no. We lost Ray. Audio. Check, check, mic over. Ray, come back. Come back, Ray. Ray. DJ Ray in the house, y'all.
All right.
Yo, where's Ray? He's back. Okay, he's back.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Good. You were saying.
So it's like, about like losing, speaking your mind. Sometimes I worry about, am I gonna lose friends who, are on the opposite side of what I believe. But I still have to just do what I do and not worry about that, and be who I am. And if I lose somebody by being who I am, were they ever really a friend to begin with?
Hmm. Oh, yeah. That's they were your friend.
Yeah.
But what happens with friendships and relationships sometimes, we shift, we evolve, we expand, we grow, and maybe they're just not fitting in that friendship box anymore,
Right.
right? But that's to to make the leap. Were they ever really your friend? Uh,
Right.
but I mean, you were friends at one time, right? I mean, you know what a
Right.
friend is, right? I
Right.
mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying though. Like,
Mhm.
I totally get what you're saying. I just, it's sad when we lose those friendships or relationships, and so, that's one of the things I think that we gravitate toward. We're like, were they ever really my friend? You know, and
Yeah.
yes, they were. If we're, they were, but but all friendships aren't meant for lifetime, you know,
Right.
contracts.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be nice. And it's not to say that those people that we lose along the way of sharing our truths or growing into our passions or whatever that may be, standing up for what we believe in, that they can't come back to us, you know, that they can't find their way back into, um, or we can't find our way back to each other. Um, but that's not up to you,
Yeah.
right? and
Obviously.
and
Yeah.
and it's not something that's really fair for you to hold on to and hold yourself like guilty or shame yourself around losing a friend or not being able to convince them of your ways or whatever like that, because that's not very self-loving.
No.
That's really just exhausting.
Yeah. Like I don't really try to like convince people. Like I really do is I speak my truth, and those who want to hear, those who, like, I'm not sitting there like trying to, like, what do you, like, convert people or do anything like that. I mean, I'm
Right.
just being myself. And that's, sometimes it's hard to be yourself when it's like, and you think that other people are criticizing you, or people think differently than you, and especially people, people you're friends with, or people who you respect. But if you don't, then the respect that really matters is the respect you have for yourself. And if you're going to withhold yourself from being who you truly are, from creating something or speaking out or doing whatever it is, dancing your dance, if you're going to let people stop you from dancing, then you know it's really only you have to blame yourself. You know, it's you know, it's your journey, it's your path, it's your life, not theirs. Don't
And
let other
we
people.
and we've discussed this. Don't ever stop dancing, folks. You
Right.
never. This is one of our Bodhi Bros shows mantras. Like, don't ever stop dancing. And if someone's
Right.
trying to stifle your dance, trying to trip you up on the dance floor, trying to tell you stop dancing, they're like, why are you dancing? I mean, you just need to dance the fuck away from that situation, because don't ever stop dancing.
Exactly. And it's okay to ask for help.
It's okay to ask for help.
That's our other. That seems to be one of our other mantras.
So yeah, man, it's just watching this world get shredded before our eyes, Ray. Like so many friendships getting just torn to pieces. So many people just needlessly pushing one another away versus bringing each other in, and just listening and trying to understand and connect on deeper levels of humanity, versus no, my way, you're gonna hurt me and hurt other people, get away. And like, just so much judgment, so much just disconnection, so much pain, so much just ugliness, and it's pain. It's a lot of pain, man. And I don't. It's not really necessary. It goes back to that whole what I said. What I asked you if I heard you say is like, don't listen to other people. um, just stop telling other people what to do. Just please, for the love of humanity, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Stop telling people what to do. Just do you, man. Take care of your home, your house, your people. Like, do you. Stop telling people they need to do something. You're no fucking expert.
Right.
Were you be sitting high in some castle, ivory tower somewhere, conducting the symphony of this whole thing called life, but you're not, dick. Shut up. Not gonna apologize. Stop telling people what to do unless they ask for your advice. Otherwise,
Right.
it's unsolicited advice, and shut up. Dude, time to go in. Take care of you. Take care of your vessel. Take care of your health, your wellness, your immunity. Take care of all that stuff. Stop telling other people they need to go have this done. They need to not do this. They need to be here. They need to vote for this person, do that. Stop it. It serves no purpose. It's exhausting. This is your life, going around telling other people what they need to do with theirs. Focus on yours. Like, this is the solution to peace, prosperity, love, compassion, connection, community in our world, folks. Focus. When you focus on yourself, you're not being selfish. You're taking care of that one beautiful, true love. And by way of nurturing that, you can build other healthy, nurturing, loving relationships with people.
Right.
Stop telling people what to do.
Yeah, a lot of people like to tell people what to do. I mean, this has been going on for as long as humanity. You know, we always have this idea of how we think the world should be, and how we think everyone else should be, and how we think that we get so attached to our viewpoint of how it is. I mean, this is everything since religion, since spirituality, and the food, the health, everything. You get these people who are so attached and so dogmatic about like how this is, and you need to do this, and you need to be this way, and you think this way, and it's that, and it's like, and you become so closed off, you know, to any other viewpoint. And it's like sometimes you need to examine yourself, like, you know, well, why don't you stop and really consciously listen to what somebody else in the opposition has to say about this, like really with an open mind and open heart, and see what they're saying, see where they're coming from, not just dismiss it because they say some trigger word, like, you know, that comes up and is like, oh, I can't hear that because it's just, you know, You know, or sometimes when I speak my truth about something, people start to bring up politics, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with a certain ex-president. Actually, nothing to do with it. So this is, you need to look at this and like, I don't care what your political party is. I don't care. This is like, I just speak the truth. And when I see, and I ask questions, if I question things, because I'm a critical thinker, I should be allowed to question things. I should be able to critique this. I'm like, okay, well, you believe that. Well, how come this? How come this is this way? And it's, and then just don't get, listen, just like you said, shut up, listen, listen. Don't sit and listen. Don't just sit there and be like listening, waiting to like this, like waiting to reply.
Right.
Looking for some kind of little inconsistency in any little thing they could pick at. There's people that sit there and they look for every little thing to pick at on you. And it's like, then you're not really listening. You're just looking for some sort of weak spot or
You're
something.
looking for a fight. Why? What are we doing? You're not
you're looking
living.
for somewhere vulnerable. You're looking for a fight. That's not a fight. That's not being open-minded.
That validates your experience. Oh, I found a fight. Oh, and I'm going to win with my words because I'm the all-knowing jackass of jackasses. Did I become the person that's telling people what to do by telling them not to? Did I actually become the very thing that I loathe by saying stop telling people what to do, and I'm telling people to stop doing it? Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Stop. Dance your own
let's
dance.
look at this other part of what it says.
Yeah.
It says, well, let's see. Well, I like this bottom part too. It says, what matters is divine intention. Whether or not human beings approve is less important. If you allow your ego to inflate, however, you will cease to be useful in the greater plan. So there is a way that I think that like, I think that's sort of like, you may come around with the best intentions, but sometimes, you may yourself, like you said, like kind of what you said, like, wait, am I telling people what to do now?
Right.
You know what I mean? So see how that could kind of like build upon itself. And you start off with a good idea, like, everyone should just worry about themselves, but then sometimes that can kind of like, your ideas sound good at first and it starts out with well-laid intentions. Then what happens is like people become kind of like a monster and they become so rigid in that. So kind of a lot of those people who are very those people who are like blah 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 blah, it's actually coming from, a lot of times it's coming from a good place. A lot of times their intention is good. It's just, maybe it's illogical, maybe it's naive, maybe it's ignorant, maybe it's because they're too attached to certain ideas that are structured forms like politics or religion. But they're really, I think a lot of times these people mean well. It's just that they get too carried away. It gets too part of their ego. They get too attached to a certain side, and then they can't embrace anything other than that one side, because being a part of a side, being a part of a group or an organization, it feeds the ego. It makes you feel bigger than what you already are, So a lot of times that's why people gravitate towards these big groups and organizations, and that what creates a lot of that cult-like mentality is that ego is looking for something to hook itself onto and feel great and feel powerful.
Yeah.
And so it's like, so sometimes you may have good intentions, and so just kind of be mindful of that. Am I becoming that very thing that I'm trying to eradicate? Am I being the crazy, I'm being the one who's telling people what to do and blah, 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 where maybe in the beginning my voice was more pure, coming from the heart, but now it's coming from somewhere else. It's coming from anger. It's coming from a need for validation or whatever. So
I think we just need to
okay, I hear you.
I think we just need to ask questions. Just ask each other questions. Questions are fantastic. Just ask questions. I think questions are a beautiful gateway into someone's soul. Like, just ask questions. Like, maybe give up on the statements so much and ask questions. If you want to connect with someone, if you want to understand someone, don't try to change someone or force your agenda on someone. It's never going to work anyway. Weren't you all kids that had parents that did that to you? And that's the last thing you want to do when your parents were like, "Bap, bap, 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 bap." And you were like, fuck that. Okay, Mr. Boss Man, boss woman. Like you did, as a kid, you did, because inherently we don't, it's not because we're bad kids or we had bad parents. It's because that on a human exchange level, that doesn't feel right when someone's doing that to you. It just doesn't, in the core of your core, feel like, nope, this is in alignment for me. This feels like a solid yes. Yep. No, it doesn't, because that it's not loving. It's not, you know? And so instantly our internal guidance systems are like, caution, caution, this person's fucking crazy. Like they're trying to get you to be like them or do something that they want you to do for their own self-serving needs. Or it's like, it's just, it doesn't equate, you know? So ask questions. There's lovely games that you could play with each other, board games, even card games that you can buy, where it's just questions and you ask each other questions to get to know, you know, each other, whether it's a romantic relationship, friendship, whatever. But the reason for these games is so that you can see into the soul of another person. And the cards don't have statements on it. The cards don't say, hey, you need to go buy vegetables today. That doesn't achieve anything. But if the card says, hey, do you like vegetables? And if you were at the grocery store right now, which 3 vegetables would you buy if you could only buy 3 vegetables? Dude, that's a wonderful question. I mean, that opens up, I could talk about that, me personally, for like half an hour. And like that could spill into other conversations. But do you see how much different of an approach that is versus you need to go buy vegetables? Fuck off. I mean, I love vegetables, but fuck you. Like,
You
stop.
should buy the vegetables that I want you to buy.
Right. And so the people, oh, well, then we don't need teachers and we don't need this, then we don't need that. If no, that's not what I'm saying. And
Actually, the best teachers are the ones that ask the best questions. Not
bingo.
A good teacher will let you discover the answer within yourself.
Bingo. Thank you, Ray, for knocking that one out of the park. So I don't know. I really feel like this was unexpected. I thought we were going to have a quick episode. Oh, great. Now you're going to get this. Now we're going to get banned off of. This one's not going on. This one's not going on TikTok. He broke out a weapon, folks.
Yeah. Hate crime.
Oh God, the fucking sword video that got banned on TikTok. Anyway,
and it was a sort of loving awareness.
Yeah, the sword of loving awareness episode.
Like, not that sword.
No, we don't want them breaking out that. Fucking the world will be on fire with love.
I think they're scared of it.
Oh, it's back. Oh, YouTube's gonna tear us down now. Great. So if that's the sword of loving awareness, yes. What is the bat? We need to give the bat a nickname.
The bat.
The bat of shutting the fuck up.
The bat of silent mindfulness.
Okay, so we have the sword of loving awareness and the bat of silent mindfulness. I love it. What should we call this episode? I really want to call this episode just shut up.
I was just thinking call it Dance or Dance.
Dance or Dance?
Dance your dance.
Oh, Dance your dance.
Yeah, your dance.
You dance.
I dance.
You want me to dance? Did you play baseball as a young lad?
Not really. I was never good enough.
Oh.
I'm the least athletic person.
I
tried playing in a city league, and then the one team kicked me off, and then they put me on another team, and I just like quit. And I'm like,
is the bat for like security purposes?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I like it. Home security.
You never know.
Hey, our viewers know that if you ever think about breaking into Ray's house, you're going to face the sword of loving awareness and or the bat of silent mindfulness. Hey, Drake. Woo!
All right.
Look,
I
it
don't
looks
think
like
I got anything else
I'm
to add
drinking
to
like
that. What is that under there?
vitamin C, and yeah, it's vitamin C. It just looks like dirt. It might be some genius was like, yep, dirt in a cup, vitamin C.
That's right.
If it works. So yeah, I thought it was going to be a short episode. It still kind of is. Didn't know we was gonna get into telling the webcam here to shut up so much. And folks, it's not. Please, no, I hope you weren't offended.
Well, I mean, here's the
'cause-
thing.
Yeah,
Speak your truth. But in terms of telling other people what they need to do or how they should dance their dance, that's when you kind of need to like shut up.
Oh my God, the episode "Shut Up and Dance."
There you go. Shut up and dance.
We're finally gonna go viral. There it is. Shut up and dance. Oh, we didn't mention any celebrities though. Oh my gosh. Thumbnail. What am I gonna do? Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Oh, we'll be fine.
I'll figure it out.
Figure it out, man.
All right. So
Sacred geometry always works.
what, sacred geometry? Is that what you said? When in doubt, sacred geometry it out.
That's gonna go to thumbnail. Is some sort of sacred geometry symbol.
That's a great thing to consider moving forward. When in doubt, sacred geometry it out. Got it. And on that sparkly note, folks, from our hearts to yours, we love you. Thank you for joining us. For those of you that have made it this far, blessings. What's that, Ray?
So we really do appreciate those who watch and listen.
Yep, definitely. All the support places to link up, donate, et cetera, below. We have a link tree. You can just go to linktree.com/the Bodhi Bros to find all the places where you could hook up with us. And without any further ado, I'm John with the JJ.
I'm Phoenix Ray.
We'll see you next time.